La, la, la. La, la, la. She ready. Oh, just look at her glow. She ready. Yeah, she's standing up tall and ready, confident and bold. She ready, never gonna back down. She ready. Ooh, yeah, she wearing that crown. She ready. Ooh, she ready. She walking and talking, no faking, creating.
Hola, ¿cómo están, my love muffins and enchiladas? It is Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I'm here to do your daily guidance, your daily spiritual message, your daily reflection, depending on what part of the world you live on and what time you are seeing this, my love. But whenever this video finds you, trust and believe that that is when it's meant for you. As we know, time does not exist. It is an illusion. It is never too late. It is never too early. The only thing that matters is right now, in this very moment that we are having, because in this present moment is where all your power lies, okay? This is how you walk away from the past. This is how you create the future, and this is how you enjoy what is going on right now. With that being said, my love muffins, I hope that you have took the time to meditate, say some positive affirmations about your life, listen to some positive affirmations about your life and where your life is going, surrounding self-love, self-worth, self-acceptance, abundance. I love affirmations. Affirmations are truly powerful because anything that you hear, this is why anything that you listen to, it sticks to you. It sticks to you. Guys, please forgive me. I can't even speak this morning. But have you ever been listening to a song and like you didn't like the song, but you've heard it so much around on the radio or someone singing it all the time? Like my nieces and nephews, it's so much like Young Boy. Like I'm like, oh my God, like all of a sudden I found myself singing that exact song. And that's how affirmations will work for you. At first, it may feel foreign, like when you're trying to tell yourself, like, I am amazing. I am worthy of love. I am abundance. I am a money magnet. You know, like, you're like, what? Oh my God, this is so cheesy. But the more that you listen to it, the more that it's going to get into your mindset. It's going to get into your soul. It's going to get into your heart. It's going to remind you of who you really are. All right? And just how that song will get stuck in your head and you will find yourself singing it. All right. This is how affirmations work. So the more that you listen to, the more that you surround yourself, okay, around positive things or things that you want to create in your life. Affirmations is the plug. That's literally the plug of how I manifest so many great things in my life is affirmations and repetition, listening to it over and over. Okay. And y'all know my favorite one, that's self-love. Okay? Self-love affirmations by Jason. If you just Google it on YouTube, it's going to come up. He has this amazing voice. I am love. I love it. So my loves, I hope that you have done something on a spiritual level that is going to keep you. I hope that you have looked in the mirror and loved on yourself, acknowledged, you know, you're such an amazing soul. And even if you haven't looked in the mirror, no matter where you are, I don't care if you're at work, wherever you are, take a few minutes to turn your phone around to selfie mode so you can really look at you. Just look at you. Just look at the beautiful soul that you are. Look at everything that you have overcame in your life. Look at everything that you're daring to dream and go after. Look at the person that you are in this moment. Love that person. And even if those thoughts come up and say, you know what, there is so much more you should be doing. Like, no. Calm those thoughts and say, no, you look at me. Because I have this conversation with myself all the time. No, you look at me, Tori, and you insert your name, okay? I'm going to insert my name. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you for every moment, every step, every crawl, every jump, every leap, every fall down, and every getting back up that you are choosing to partake in to be your true, authentic self. I love you, and I'm so happy to be doing life with you. I know why I picked you. Then after you say that, give yourself the most biggest loving hug. Oh, I'm telling you, I have gotten so good at like hugging myself, loving myself, kissing on myself. Self-love is truly, truly liberating. And I'm just so thankful, guys, because sometimes we just don't realize, like, how far we have come and where we are. We don't realize that. We just, it's always good to like just scale back some and just look at yourself and just look at your life and just look at everything that you thought would probably like, kill you, or you wouldn't overcome, or you couldn't do, or you wouldn't live up to, and look at you living, thriving, being, becoming. Love on yourself today, okay? So, my loves, I'm going to jump right into this spiritual message, this important message from your soul. Like, the soul is like really talking to us in this time. So I thought it would be dope to bring out the Sacred Rebel Oracle decks, being that yesterday, our souls were really asking us to be the rebel with a cause, okay? And when I say, and I like the Sacred Rebel because sacred is between you and the divine, baby. Ain't nobody else in that. It's just between you, divine, your highest self, your angels, your guides. Ain't nobody else, okay? And I wanted to use those cards. So when I was shuffling and I was like, okay, Spirit, what is our soul, wanting us to know today? What is our soul? And this card just flipped out. And I was just like really clearing the cards and getting ready. I wanted to do it on camera. We're still going to pull, but this one came out. And when I seen it, I was like, wow. And I'm going to show it to you guys. So what your soul wants you to know today, okay, in this very moment, have courage, have strength, and don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. Don't be afraid to come to life. Come to life. That is what your soul is whispering into your ear, into your ears, into your mind, into your spirit, into your soul. Okay? Come to life. And if you look in this card, I love this card because everything is black and white. Okay? Except for the paint on the paintbrush, and where she's painting her skin has color. And also, if you look in her eyes, her tears have color. So it's through sometimes the most difficult situations or the most difficult decisions that we have to make to come to life. When I say there's purpose in pain, all right, it's all about the way that you look at it. It's purpose in that failed relationship. It's purpose in that failed marriage. It's purpose in you losing that, that job that you thought you needed, you wanted. It's purpose in, when you started your business or you did something and it didn't go how you thought it would. It's purpose in pain and failure. And sometimes we've just got like, we just dismiss it, you know what I'm saying? And I know me, where I get like, I've gotten so good with being mindful of my thoughts and what I'm thinking and putting a thought on, like taking my thoughts off of negativity real fast. Like it's become I'll just naturally do it. Like if a little poopy thought comes back in, I'll just automatically just cast it down and, wrap it in love with all is well and I am safe. Or even if I see a situation, I'm thinking about a person, all is well and they are safe, like I'll automatically do the opposite of whatever that thought is. That has just become my way of thinking. However, a beautiful soul, again, Charlotte, yes, y'all, she really, that 1111 portal really, really helped me. Sometimes, in those, whatever is coming up and in those things that are coming up to you, okay, I like to call them triggers. Like when you are, when you are getting back on the dating field, okay, and you're excited about the date and meeting this person and dressing up, like you're just ready to go, like you're just ready, to talk to them and everything. And then, you have a moment, it's really beautiful, it goes well. And then all of a sudden, maybe some things come up and it really sparks some insecurities in you. Well, what if this person doesn't like me? What if those thoughts, because sometimes those are negative thoughts and we have to trade them out. However, if, what you want to do is you really want to just pause and just ask yourself, where is this coming from? Especially if you have, dated narcissists, and I don't know why we're going here, or you've dated people when, you really struggled with not knowing who you are, and, all this abandonment issues, and you haven't healed that, and you've dated people that mirror that back to you. It's always important, to just allow these moments to come up. All right. Allow these emotions, allow yourself to feel these emotions, because sometimes we're compressing them. We're running from them. That, that allowing yourself to feel that pain, that if you got to cry, whatever happens, allowing yourself to feel that, allowing yourself to experience that in that moment, because you're not that same person, but allowing yourself to, talk yourself through this, allowing yourself to feel, allowing it to come up so it can be released, so you can cry, so you can have forgiveness. I'll give an example, like with when I did this, releasing shame and oh, it's Mrs. Word, toxicity. I'll link the meditation down below, but oh my God, it was so liberating. And, at first, I was like, it came to my soul, and I was like, I don't think I really need to do this. This is what I told myself. But a part was like, yeah, you do. Let's just do it. Let's just, I love to play with meditation and just do different things. And let's just say halfway through, I found myself with like my candles surrounding me, and hugging myself, crying, letting these beautiful souls know that I forgive them, and, releasing different things. And in the midst of those tears, in the midst of that pain, it brought so much clarity. It brought so much understanding. It just brought so much liberation and so much healing. Okay. So I really feel, allow yourself to feel the pain, because in the midst of that, it's so much healing. It's so much clarity. It's so much understanding. And when she was talking just about certain people, and then I didn't even know, but these people, the people that clearly I hadn't forgiven, had started to pop back up in my mind. And I seen them, and I just called their name out naturally. And guys, it was just so freeing. And sometimes we can take it personal when people do certain things. But the beautiful soul in the meditation, she always repeats this, even on her YouTube channel, about how, a person that isn't awakened, if you're awakened, you know what I'm talking about. They don't know any better, and that's truly the truth. And in this meditation, I'm going to link it down below just in case, if you want to try it and do it. Because I'm like, the first time I was like, yeah, I don't think I need to do this. But something in my spirit said, just sit with it and do it, Tori. And I did it in 15, like halfway in, I was crying and snotting. And I mean, that cry. I know that cry. That cry was coming out of me. And it was so liberating. So liberating. So I promise you, whatever you may be going through, whatever you may be experiencing, whatever may be a challenge right now in your life, I promise you, it's helping you come to life. Okay? Whatever that is, your soul wants you to know that. Whatever you may be viewing as a challenge right now. And I promise you, whatever is coming up, 2020 is truly an amazing year. Truly a liberating year, truly a year of the awakening, true year of divine purpose, divine health, divine wealth, divine love. I mean, divine on a whole nother level. Do you understand me? I really feel like God is present. God has always been present, always been, here. But I really feel like our minds and just it's just going to be on another level, just another level of awakening to the the Spirit of God. And it's going to be life-changing and liberating. And I feel like whatever may be coming up right now is coming up, whether it's in yourself, whether it's doubting yourself, doubt in your relationships, doubt in your surroundings, whatever may be coming up that's challenging for you, just allow it to come up. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get that in the picture so you guys can see that. Can you see it? There we go. Whatever is coming up, just allow it to come up, because I promise you, that very thing that maybe you've been suppressing down, that very thing that you haven't been wanting to look at, it's kind of hard, that is, those tears is what has brought you on this journey to coming to life. That pain is what made you say, you know what? Something has to change. I can't keep doing this. You know what? I have to believe in myself. Come on. Greatness is all around me, and everyone I come in contact is really out here living their life. I have to know that that is for me too. That relationship that was sucky, the pain that hurt you. You know what? It shows you what you will not allow in a relationship and what you do want in love. And it showed you how to create some boundaries around yourself and what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept in love. Okay? So everything served its purpose. Everything is working together, helping you come to life. You don't have to judge it anymore. You don't have to, whatever that thing is, whatever you call it, I don't care. You don't have to judge it anymore. Procrastination, addictions, whatever that thing is, coming to the realization that in those moments that you have the power to change whatever it is that you desire to change, that those things show up, people show up in your life to show you how to love yourself more, how to appreciate yourself more, how to go after your dreams more. When you start looking at things like that, that is how you come to life. Okay? So I just want to read a snippet of this from the book because I love it. And we have the numbers 4 and 3. When I see 4 to me is a number of activation. It's an action-packed number. All right. And then when I see 3, it's all about creativity for me. It's all about creation. It's all about everything that's sweet, the divine Trinity. So I really feel like in this moment, somebody needs to know, you're doing it, baby. You're on the right path. I know it might look a little crazy, but you are doing it and you're coming to life. That pain, whatever that is, that challenge, whatever it is that you're having to look at, I promise you it's well worth it. You're coming to life. All right? And then I'm hearing for some of my love muffins, just taking the action to create. And in your heart, you know what that is. It's some steps, the things that you're being guided to do. Take those. That's really the path that, that's you're destined to take, that you chose to come to life. Okay. So it says, come to life. I want to bring it up because I just love this card. It's so beautiful. And you see like the gold in the cup. And to me, gold, I don't know if anybody else knows this, but I've always been attracted to gold. I love gold, everything, gold earrings. Not that I don't like silver. Let's be honest. No, I don't. But gold is really my favorite. Like I've just always been attracted to gold. And I was so amazed to find out that gold is the color of Jesus. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And then number 3, I've always loved the number 3, and 3 is the number of Jesus conscious. I was like, are you serious? Seriously, guys, this was, and so I feel like you're painting yourself with, and what does Jesus stand for? Unconditional love. You're painting yourself with unconditional love. Whatever challenge that you have experienced, whatever thing that you're looking at, it's helping you figure out how to love yourself more and how to really stand in your authentic truth. Okay. So it says, come to life. You are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't meaning it has to happen, doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. Your monkey mind is, I want to say, I don't want to say this wrong, because you look, your monkey mind is your God, is it your conscious mind? Your subconscious? It's one of the two. You know, it's the voice that usually puts you in maybe some situations that you shouldn't have been in. And what Spirit is saying, that anything that goes in your life at any moment, you have the power, you have the energy to change it. Okay? You know that monkey see, monkey do? This is not the time for that mindset. This is a time for you to intentionally create and, you know, I want to say strategically make decisions. And make sure that you're not doing it in a sense of a monkey see, monkey do, or what you've always done, you know, what is expected of you. But it's really coming from your heart, okay? And with these tears, these decisions, it may be a little difficult to make, okay? However, if you do what's truly in your heart and your soul, trust it, is what Spirit is saying right now. Okay, so it says, your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say, and at times it seems very convincing, but it is not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious sacred heart, and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling canopy of habitual reactions. You've been programmed. Certain things that you've seen in the world, certain things that you've been told, like, you know, with me, spirituality, I came from a background of Christianity. This was a no-no. Tarot cards, a no-no. You're doing the devil's work. Like, listening to, you know, going against your leader, going against somebody in authority, challenging them, having your own mindset, thinking for yourself. These things were in the settings that I grew up in were a major no-no. Okay, so of course you doing something that is calling your heart, if you've been told your whole life that it's a no-no, of course it's going to be some contrast right there. It's going to be contradicting to everything that you were taught. But I promise you, the more that you keep going, the more that you come to life, no matter how scary it gets, no matter what you have to confront. Because, you know, one of the things that, you know, Spirit has really been having me look at, and I'm going to really share and make a whole video. Like, we coming face to face for that one, guys. We're going to do a tea time with Tori talking about narcissistical or narcissist family cults, be it in your individual family or be it in a spiritual family. And for me, I got a lot of that on a spiritual level, you know. And I'm going to show you, like, narcissists are real. They're real, you know. I was in a full-blown marriage. I was married to one, you know. I've had spiritual leaders that are narcissists, you know. And what's have helped me is realizing it and seeing for what it is. But when you first, you know, see something, it may be difficult. It may be hard to understand. It may be hard to swallow, you know. However, it's time for you to come to life. And I truly believe that we have lived a lot of lifetimes, but you came down here in this lifetime, okay? You came down here in this lifetime to experience joy, love, prosperity, abundance. You came down here to really do the desires of your heart. Live that beautiful dream. What is it that you desire? What is it that you desire to come to life within yourself? Okay? So it says, your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through the rebellious sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling, okay, got it, habitual reactions, okay? Canvas of habitual reactions. Beneath habitual thoughts, there is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It is so far beyond what the mind is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have to make is how to deal with it. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring joy, but it could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. It could bring all of these things more and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. That's why you got to allow these feelings, emotions to come up and not suppress them. And you can even do it like Charlotte talked about it. You can even do it in a healthy way. And that's me. I've got so used to not letting, like, training my mind, like, because I know where negative thinking can take you. But, take the judgment off of that. And sometimes these things are coming up, because it needs healing. It needs to flow. It just needs naturally be released. Sometimes you need to cry. Sometimes you need a deeper understanding of, certain things. In the midst of those tears, in the midst of allowing yourself to sit in those emotions, allowing it to come up, not judging it, allowing it just to be, is really helpful. Okay? So it says coming to life tends to do that. It shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have is how to deal with it. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring you joy. I already read that. Sorry, guys. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, write, all right, or partake into a sacred ritual of your choice. Sing or dance your feelings to help the energy flow. Don't hold back. For me, I love to write. And I've been really guided to really partake and make some time away to really focus on my poetry. So I'm going to take some time to do that today. So take some time to partake in something that, how you artistically express yourself. Okay? It says, create the space for yourself to do it. In this process, you are uncovering the artistry, of the universal creator. You are honoring the sacredness. Okay? So I want to let somebody know, you watching this video, it's not a coincidence. And I really want to let you know, your life is literally unraveling and changing for the better, though. I really feel like you're unraveling, you're deprogramming, you're moving away. And I know that it may look scary. I know that it may look, kind of like, oh my God, but you're unraveling yourself from the lie and coming to life. That is what you're doing right now. You're unraveling yourself from some lie and coming to life. Okay, my love. So I know that it can be scary, but I'm so excited because, I know just how much beauty, I can just see it. Oh my God. Like when you really decide to listen, even with all that scariness inside of yourself, when you just say, excuse my language, when you say it and jump, that is going to be the most liberating, freeing, it's so much stuff, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, stuff is going to unravel, it's probably going to shake some things up because everybody's used to going away and everybody's used to seeing you this way and seeing you do this and seeing you do that or having you, but when you decide to really be your authentic self, don't take it personal if people belittle you or people shun you or people give their opinions. You have to understand we are conditioned to be anything that we are. And it's not to take it personal, but those people are still in that mindset. They're not awakened to who they are at their core. You get what I'm saying? So don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. And this is why I say, the divine, you and God's relationship is personal. But what happens is everyone tries to make, the divine relationship, how God sees everybody the same. Listen, if me and you, if all of us on this daily guidance in this moment on this soul guidance, if we read a book, okay, the same book, and we sit down, okay, and if we sit down and we talk about the book, I can guarantee you we're going to talk about different things on a book. We're going to see the book in a different light. We're going to experience the book different because we are different. Do you understand me? And that's one of the things, I had a beautiful soul, send me an email, and she was like, you could just give me some clarity on it. She wanted to talk about, the Bible. And, she said she's just really scared, but she's like feeling this connection. And I told her, she said she just wondered like, well, my journey of me, being me and how I perceive the Bible. And I was like, ain't nothing wrong with the Bible. I told her what I feel like what we sometimes forget is I still read the Bible. And quite frankly, for my birthday, December the 13th, I'm actually going to get a tattoo. I'm going to get Yeshua, Jesus' name, tatted on me. And also I'm going to get Romans 5:19, because that was the gateway that led me here. So yeah, there's nothing wrong. I told her, what people don't realize is like, if I write a book and somebody else writes a book, I'm going to write about my experiences with God and how I perceive God and how I, experience Jesus and how I experience. That's going to be me. What is the word I'm looking for? The Bible was not written by God, but in adoration of God. So if I write a book about, God or Jesus, I'm hearing from the divine, but I'm hearing from the divine in my form and the way that I channel and the way that I feel and the emotions that what I'm hearing invokes in me. You get what I'm saying? Now, we have some beautiful souls that will agree with Tori and be like, oh my God, Tori, I felt that. But then you got some people that look Tori like, girl, you do. You get what I'm saying? However, it doesn't take from the fact that it's a lie. It's my experience with the divine. You get what I'm saying? And that's just like, there's certain books that I read, that are amazing. You grab me? And yeah, I just wanted to share that, with you, because where we're going right in this time, you have to know that the story doesn't just end, okay? Stories don't end even with The Secret and the Law of Attraction, or even what the Bible, and there's so much story. You know what story is asking to be told and asking to be coming to life and asking to be contributed to? Your story. You're a master. You're a guru. You're a disciple. You're somebody that's worthy. You're somebody that's knowledgeable. You're somebody that has a story that needs to be told, that so many people will, find inspiration from it. You have a relationship with the divine. The divine speaks to you. The divine talks to you. It's time for you to tell that story. It's time for you to, take those steps and those actions and come to life to relay your story. You're a universe within yourself. And I think sometimes we forget that, so I wrote that to that beautiful soul. And I, told her, yes, there's nothing wrong with the Bible. There's nothing wrong with The Secret. There's nothing wrong with whatever it is that you decide, to read in. You'll know what's for you and you'll know what's not. All right. And my thing is, I want to help you tap into that source where you get to writing. What legacy that are you going to leave on this earth? What experience, are you going to tell between you and the divine? All right. What mission, what discipleship, we'll just say it is that you're going to leave on this earth, no matter what you believe. This is why I really flow in the energy of love, because love allows people to be where they are and what they are. And honestly, when if you really look in the word and enlightenment, when people like reach the level of enlightenment, the reason why is, people like that's like really far out there is because enlightened people, they're like there's just no judgment, you know? There's none at all. I mean, when I say none at all, guys, it's none at all. You know? And I am definitely wanting to embody that before I leave and go back to where I came from. Okay? So what I want to do is just go ahead and see what does your soul want you to know? Okay? How does your soul want to tie in whatever I was just talking about? You know, like, because anytime, you know, the divine tells me, you know what I'm saying, open up, speak about, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, I don't like speaking about that. But I really feel like it's important, you know, it's important, and we're all being called to go to some places that may be a little uncomfortable to speak about. However, no, you gotta speak, and you gotta live your truth, and you have to be, you know, sorry guys if you hear my stomach growling. This is day 2 with on my water fast. So if you hear my stomach growling, you know, that's what it is. But let's see what Spirit wants to add, what Spirit wants to say. Okay, we got 2 cards, okay? So it says, the joyous masters know that amid all the chaos and conflict, all the hurry and the wickedness of the world, there is something solid within that is beautiful and steady and good. Like I said, I have become the master of finding the beauty in everything and every situation. Look for love in every situation. I guarantee you will find meaning in that. Whatever that is, you will find meaning in it. Okay? Even the most corrupt things you will find meaning in. Like, you know, just seeing, like, you know, we'll just see an instance. Like, there was this thing that happened. I was like, wow, like, you know, really? You can look at something like that. But instead of looking at it negative, like, wow, you know, they have free will and they made the decision to do that. You know what? I'm going to take my free will and make the decision to do something to help that, to ease that, you know, that pain, to ease this. You know, so in every situation, look for love, okay? Look for the love. Look for the love. And then we have forgotten that the natural foe of life is not a distant death, but a present in the moment detachment from living. Let's read that again. We have forgotten that the natural foe to life is not a distant death, but a present in the moment detachment from living. So what I'm getting from this is that even in the midst of a death, okay? And I want to bring up, wow, oh my God. Thank you. My grandma and Jean's here with me. Sometimes when, and this can be like a person passing, but this can also be like a death of having to do something that you know that is going to, you know, maybe shake some things up, okay? But it's all helping you come to life, a closing, an ending, understanding with every ending, okay? There's a new beginning. One of the things is when my favorite aunt, I love her, Norma Jean, I love her, that really helped me at a young age. She was that voice that really spoke into me, you know, that really let me know that I'm beautiful and that, you know, even with my flat ass, girl, you better work it. Like, that was my auntie. And when she passed, you know, because I didn't see my father. I was angry at him at the time. But when my aunt, you know, I remember dropping everything when I heard she was in the hospital, and it had been like a long time since I had seen her. And I said, you know what, I'm going. I dropped everything, and we literally just rode to Virginia, and I went to see my aunt, and I got to look at her, and she hadn't seen me in so many years, and she was just so awestruck, and she said, oh my God, you're beautiful. You look like a movie star. Like, I was just blushing, and I remember I was telling her I was going to come back to her and because she was in the hospital, and I was like, you're going to get better. I was like, and I'm going to buy you flowers. And I was asking, like, what's her favorite flowers? And, and I remember like this time, because she's really into wigs. And I was like, just seeing all these visions and all these things that I wanted to do with her. And, so when we actually left, we came back, my auntie ended up actually passing. And what's crazy, guys, I hadn't really found myself yet. Like, I was beautiful on the outside, but honey, I was an empty shell on the inside. Like, I just was, it was a lot. But that night, I remember something happened, and I just got this overwhelming, and I had just remembered, like, I just remember my auntie's words, and I hadn't even found out that she had passed away yet. I just made the declaration that I would no longer I'm just done. I was done fake facading. I was done being miserable. I was done not living my truth in my life. Like, I'm going to really love myself. I made that declaration. 10 minutes later, I get a phone call that my aunt has passed. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I have a poem. It's called Lesson Learned. And in the midst of that death, I was, hurt, all these things. But I said, you know what? I'm going to live my life for her. I'm going to, whatever fear that I face, I'm going to remember her and all the words that she spoke to me and all the things that we talked about. And I'm going to live my life. Ironically, in the poem I said, ironically, the day that I decide to love to love myself is the day that you decide to take your last breath. And I told myself, so in whatever is dying, whatever is leaving you, okay? In a distant death, but a present in the moment, detachment from living. Whatever is happening, whatever is dying is showing you how you have detached from living. And it's asking you to paint, to come back to life. Breathe air in those lungs again. Live. You came here to live. Okay? And maybe you're sitting around in something that's gray. Maybe it's a thought. Maybe it's a belief about yourself. Maybe it's something you're holding on. Maybe it's, a passing of a relative, or maybe you didn't work things out, like in the moment, make this declaration to live, to come to life. It's never too late. You have air in your lungs. You're breathing. It's not too late. And even then, it's not too late. Like, seriously, time is literally an illusion. There was this beautiful soul. I heard someone, she wrote me at I think she's 60 something. And she just started to love herself and really go after her dreams. Yet we be 21, 22, 19, 18, 34, 45, 50. Like, oh my God, it's over. It's never over. It's never over. It's never too late to come to life. You hear? You get me? It's never too late. It's never too late to go after your dreams. It's never too late to love. It's never too late to take a risk, to jump and leap. It's never too late. Man, I watched the men because, I want to take yoga to the next level. Right? I want to take yoga to the next level because, once my best friend, pulls me out and we go do, a yoga class, I be, complaining the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, it hurts, it burns. But when I'm done, I feel so rejuvenated. I feel like the tension from my body leaves. I know yoga's real, but just while you in that pose, it be on a whole nother level. And I be like, oh my God, And one of the things is I want to really get, inspired by yoga. And I'm just making all these excuses, but I seen somebody who didn't, there's a video I think I was watching on YouTube where he was an army vet and he got it and he lost feelings in his legs and he couldn't walk and he started to do yoga and he started from each level. They told him he would never walk again. And I mean, you got the proof in the pudding. You see the videos, you see the crash and all that stuff. Man, this man out here running, y'all. Oh, my stomach is loud. Running, out here doing somersaults and backflips. I'm like, what? The only limit is in your mind. And this is why you have the affirmations and reprogramming your mind. Your only limitation is in your mind. This is why we call it the battlefield of the mind, because it all starts with the mind. That's how you get your body to move, and it's all in the mind. So feed yourself, something good. Feed yourself inspiration. Feed yourself your truth, not others' truth, your truth. Okay? So, wow, that was a lot. That's a lot. So let's just see what else Spirit has for us. How can you really go about coming to life, Spirit? How can the beautiful soul, oh my God, against the grain, what I said. Yes. Against the grain. You see the birds flying, and you going the way all the birds are flying this way, and you're flying that way. You're going against the grain. For activation, act on it. Okay? Look at this. Dream a beautiful dream. Go against the grain when it comes to your dreams. Dream a beautiful dream. Oh my God. Guys, the word wants to be written. It's time for you to share your story. It's time for you to dream a beautiful dream. Whoever I'm talking, listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you a cute little cue. Little tip, a nitbit, okay? If you are connected with me, okay? If you identify, like you watch this, like you found this way here, you really resonate with me, you know what I'm saying? You see me as your best friend. 9 times, we're in the soul family, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna let you know you didn't come here to be mediocre. You didn't come here. You're very artistic. You're very intuitive. You're very knowledgeable. You have lots of gifts. You probably sing, write, dance. You're very mystical, musical, article, knowledgeable, wisdomable. We can make up words all day, but you got lots of talents. Whether you've tapped into those talents, whether you've shared those talents, whether you're, really define what those talents are. You came here to live extraordinary. You are a starseed. You are a light worker, honey. And the call is asking you to come to life and work that light. You came here to do amazing things, and you're going to be provided with the platform, the tools, and everything else. Spirit is just, asking to give a yes. We have this thing called free will. We can choose or not. You can choose to go against the grain, or you can choose to go the same lame, boring way in things it's always been. But when you go against the grain, okay? Going against the grain, like, you understand me? It's not easy. In a sense, that's why it takes courage and strength, and you just going, trusting God, trusting the divine. One of the beautiful, most advice someone ever gave me, what's the worst can happen? You hear no? My sister told me that. And I used to be scared to ask or say things. But now, no. Yeah, what's the worst? I could just hear no. Okay. No. It's not going to kill me. No, okay, I'm just going to go another way. That's fine. Maybe you walked away for something you're scared. If you walk away, and you put yourself out there and you go this way and that doesn't work out, oh my God, you're going to be lonely. No, or you're going to be, just outed. How can you be outed when you hold all the power? You know what you do? You're courageous. You pick those bricks up and you build a beautiful castle. You be even more beautifuler castle. Okay? That's what you do. You're a creator. You create. So when something is gone, something is lacking, something is dead, you bring life. Okay? When I first left my, marriage, all these things came into my mind. Oh my God, I'm not going to find love again. Like, no one's going to love me. He knows me so well. Like, we know each other. I don't have to pretend. I don't, Literally the whole time I'm pretending because I was unhappy. But we have these things, and You know, we go through these things, and it was so many fear, but I was like, you know what? It got to the point I was like, you know what? F it. I'll just find, listen, we can't keep doing this. Okay? And, you know, that's how you have to come sometimes, you know? And I'm so happy that I didn't stay. I'm so happy. Because in my singleness, in the, you know, the year, when I got divorced, I can't remember. But when I left, was in like, what was it? I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. When I left, you know, I took some years to like really fall in love with Tori, really love Tori. And, yeah, it's been amazing, you know. And one of the things that I realized is I took this time to heal. And then, strategically, I literally, took this time, like the last 4 years, I didn't date by choice, you know. And I took that time to really know me, to love on me, you know, to really spend time with myself, you know, to really figure out what I want, who am I, you know. And I say that mentally, spiritually, and sexually, because, you know, I was so afraid of my body, you know. I was just so out of alignment with my body and just my sexuality, and just being able to express myself, and just being able, you know, to like double my skills and play DJs on the 1 and 2s, you know. Like I spent that time, like I had never, this is going to be like TMI, this is a lot, but yeah, you know, yeah, this is TMI. Ooh, it's TMI, but y'all know, I don't care, I be having all in my business. Even like one time, you know, just really connecting with my body. Oh my God, that's a lot to share. That's a lot to share. That's little teen. That's, you know what? No, I'm saying it. You know, I used to struggle with even like connecting with my body, like even having like orgasms and things like that, you know, without having some outside stimulation, like turn me on, just but myself. You know, and that stemmed from me. I didn't even realize that stemmed from me not feeling like I was good enough to show up in my you know, in my relationships and be with the partners, you know. Now that is not the problem at all. But it took me to like, you know, get familiar with my body, and, you know, yeah, like it took me to do that, you know, where I just laid in, you know, whatever, just by myself, no outside, you know, pictures or videos or anything, but just really connecting, having a sacred situation with myself. And the reason why I feel like Spirit's going there, because we just don't realize how much sometimes we're out of touch with our bodies, you know, and to be out of touch with your body, how can you give it to another person? That didn't, you know what I'm saying? Now it doesn't make any sense, but at the time, you know, like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I think I gotta create like a Patreon so like we can really go deep in these conversations, because, you know, yeah, so we can really go deep. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, you're being asked to go against the grain, to really dream a beautiful dream into place, okay? Into place. The world wants to be written through you. And it's time to open your eyes. It's time to come alive. It's time to share. Okay? So, my loves, I love you guys so freaking much. It was such an honor to read for you. I do want to let you know, okay? Being that we are in the last week of October, I went ahead and I made a decision. Spirit actually made it for me. My love muffins, what is your love stories? I'm going to go ahead and start doing them for November. So they will be out in November, but you will get it in November. Listen, I always tell you guys, the beautiful thing about it is when y'all go through waves and challenges and things happen to you guys, they're happening to me too. The only thing is I feel like I'm able to, you know, process what I'm doing, and also be able to, like, you know, speak and really come forth for a collective. And even if sometimes I can't do that, you know, I've gotten good with that. Sometimes though, I do need a moment to pause, and I feel like just what I'm doing and just with my sessions, I was like, you know what, I really need to take this minute, because when I read, I love to be present. It's either all or nothing with me. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that I'm clear, so the messages come through clear, and that I'm not getting too over busy, too overworked, too over focused. Like, nah, that's not what we do. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be doing it for October, but you will have it for November, my loves. Okay. So I just wanted to say that I love you guys so freaking much. As always, it's such an honor. Don't forget to go out in nature and hug a tree for me and you. Please send me your pictures hugging trees. You know what I'm saying? Because like, y'all like love to send me. I just want to let you know, I see those pictures that you guys send me, and it always makes my heart smile. So make sure that you go out in nature, breathe in, let the sun hit your skin, or even the autumn, fall, but it's still sunny in Florida. It's raining and sunny. It's confused, but go out there and get into nature. Okay, guys, I love you so much. And as always, I'm sending you so much love, light, and peace. And I will catch you on my channel. Take care.
Just to follow, she blazing.